Wahoo! Somebody back at the warehouse heard my plea for more coffee, more gear. You know, I came down here in my RV to Arizona, not knowing that I wasn't going to go back within, 40 days or so. I thought, oh, I'm all set. I got my pour over, I got my apartamento. I'm all set. But, I needed coffee. And I needed another grinder as well for doing not espresso, because the Faustino I used in that one video, well, it's great for espresso, it's not good for going back and forth, and that's what I was doing. So I think I've got some goodies here. They sent me coffee. Yippee! I dug the coffee out already. I've got some Kinkapoo spring blend. I've got the Play Nice. These are the ones I was talking about the other day. Big Joy. What's this one here? This is the Bear Hug. I talked about all this. And also they sent me a Velton's, the Twilight Blend, which is one of my favorites. And then what else is in the box? Well, peanuts. Oh, cold brew. I mentioned that the other day too, because it's going to get hot. And looky there. An Encore grinder. Perfect for pour over, drip, cold brew, pour over, drip, anything about that consistency. So stay tuned. I'm going to get some of this stuff up on the countertop. We'll make some coffee, and it's Good Morning Gail, so we're going to answer some questions. So stick with me. Okay, so I got my water boiling back there. I'm going to make pour over Twilight Blend. This is one of my favorites. I like it. It's earthy, a little bit smoky, full-bodied, little bit on the darker side, but not dark. So I've got the Encore going. I've got some coffee right here. I already ground it. Let's put it on the scale, and I'm going to measure out 13 grams. I did the tear first, of course. Too much. Teaspoon. A little too fast there. There. 13 grams. Alright. So I'm going to get the bloom going, and then I'm going to read a question for you guys. And well, I'm not going to just read it. I'm going to try to answer it. I'll do the best I can, I'm not perfect. Sit there. Look pretty. How you doing back here? Are you boiling yet? Watch pot never boils. Is that the deal, right? So thank you to everyone for staying inside, staying at home, separating yourself from the world as best that you can. I really appreciate it, because I don't want to get sick, and that's why I'm staying put right where I'm at as well. But I'm so glad that the home office sent me, what will we call it? Supplies, but I was thinking of another word, like emergency rations, something along those lines. Come on. When this boils, it starts coming right out of the... Pretty close. Only took a second. So Twilight, let me give you a little background on it. Velton made this as a holiday blend many years ago, 7 or 8 years ago. And it went over so big that he decided to have it as an everyday coffee. Now this coffee is good for drip, pour over, espresso if you like. I would say more toward the drip, the pour over, the French press. I really like it. It's one of my faves. Thanks, Belton. Okay. There we go. It's boiling. Finally. Now the Encore grinder, I got a little bit up on the sides when I had too much in there. The Encore grinder is good for pour over, drip, cold brew, something along those lines. It's not great for espresso unless you have a pressurized portafilter, which the higher end machines don't have that. But if you happen to have that, it will be on the edge of working, but it's not good for non-pressurized portafilters. It's not good for, it's not the best for French press, although it approaches French press. Not bad, not bad. I would say if I was going to use it for espresso or French press, I go toward the French press end of things. That looks nice. Okay, let's read some questions and answer them. Okay, Mayassa 58, Mayassa 58 writes, can I get a good tasting shot out of decaf? Help, please, using the Oracle. Yes, you can, but it's just like every other shot that you're going to pull. You have to play around with it to get the proper consistency of the shot coming out, that 2 ounces in 20 to 30 seconds. And you also have to play around with lots of different decaf blends that different roasters have. And make sure it's fresh. Just like any other coffee, it's got to be fresh to be good. So make sure it's fresh. Those are really the keys. There is no trick. It's just try some different decafs. And we have some pretty good ones on our website, so check them out on there. Let's see. Oh, this is you're asking the wrong person, but I'm going to answer it anyway. Sahara, S-A-H-A-R-R-H, writes, I still can't get my latte art right. What are your best tips? Well, if you've watched numerous of my videos, you know that I can't get it right either. And I've even had some people come in and give me tips and tricks and try to, do some videos and walk me through it, and it's okay as long as you keep practicing. This is my suggestion. John, he's our resident latte art guy, and he's done numerous videos on the Seattle Coffee Gear, and they're posted on the Seattle Coffee Gear website on YouTube. Check those out. He has the best tips going. So really, he's the guy to talk to when it comes to that kind of stuff, or to refer to, not Gail. All right. So, but thank you for asking. I mean, it's an honor that you guys think I can do it all when really I can't. All right. The last bit of that. All right. Luso 61 writes, your technique is more from experience and less measured. Are your results consistent? They are fairly consistent because I do about the same thing every time. Now, if you were to take somebody else and pull it into the mix and do it with me, it wouldn't be this, without measuring and using the weights and all that, it wouldn't be the same. For me, it's fairly consistent. It's consistent enough because I have my own little techniques and I do it the same way every time. So it's really more of a repetitive action than it is weighing all the time and using the scales for me. But yes, I do get consistency. Mike Wetz writes, why use the bottomless portafilter? Benefits, drawbacks? The bottomless portafilter is a larger basket. It's a triple basket, so you're going to get more espresso for each pour. And it also, if you put the coffee in that basket and it's consistent all around, the same level all around, doesn't have any fractures through it, and you tamp it evenly, as you're watching, this is where the learning tool comes in. As you're watching, if the coffee comes out all the way around and comes into a cone in the center, then you haven't done any of those things I just mentioned, like crooked tamping, fracturing, inconsistency in the basket. If it's coming out of one side more than the other, water takes the path of least resistance. That means your tamp is crooked. Also, people, when they do a tamp on a portafilter, I don't have one here, they used to tend to take the tamper and tap, tap, tap to take that ground coffee that's on the edges and knock it back in. That causes fracturing. And what that does is you'll have a crater down through the center of the coffee. You may not see it, but it's there. And again, the water will take the path of least resistance and you won't get any even pour. So the coffee coming out all the way around evenly, coming to a cone in the center, it's a learning tool. It tells you you did it right. All right, my cup of coffee is ready. Yum. And then I have one more question after this. Oh, that is so good. Yes, very good. Thank you, headquarters, for thinking of me in this time of need. When I needed some coffee, I needed a different grinder. I'm one of the fortunate ones that they'll send me this stuff, and I really appreciate it. But the rest of you can go onto our website and you can purchase it as well. Anyway. That is good. Very good. Okay. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. Laura Takespix. LauraTakespix. You know who you are. Favorite beans for a super automatic. Again, it's not a favorite bean for the super automatic, but there's a couple of different things you want to look for. You do not want a super oily bean. Anything that looks shiny and black on the surface is not good for a super automatic. So stay clear of those. You really have to see your beans before you purchase them. Those beans that have the oily surface, those oils clog up the burrs in those super automatic grinders, and there's no way of cleaning it other than sending it in and have it professionally done. We do not recommend that you take the grinder apart or the burrs out of those. It is a nightmare. You'll never get it back together. Oh, so that's the one thing you want to look for. And then the other thing is, once you get the lighter beans, and we have numerous ones with the notes posted, it's the flavor notes, the tasting notes that make all the difference. If you see something on our website and you're in doubt, call us and ask if it's suitable for your super automatic. But most of the beans that we have on our website are going to be a medium roast, full-bodied, very good flavor, but they're going to be very suitable for a super automatic. So go to our website and look at that. And if you have any doubts, like I said, call in and ask them, and all the people over there will be able to guide you down the path of what is a good bean for your taste notes, as well as something that's not all oily. Well, it's another Sunday morning. I'm going to get out and go for a walk because I can. I'm, out here where it's fairly rural. I won't run into any people. Thanks a lot for watching our videos. And, I've been watching some of the other videos from people brewing at home. They're doing a great job. Our team is doing a great job. Thanks and kudos to them. And all of you guys out there, stay safe. Don't forget the social distancing, 6-foot rules. It's very important at this point. Don't slip up because, you bring it home, you're going to affect your family. Thanks a lot. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and cheers. Check you out next week.